Alright, so what is up, YouTube? MCO40 here. You guys are going to finally get the chance to see something that I've been wanting to do for a little while, and it is do actual commentary on matches. So what you guys are actually going to be looking at here might be one of the more, per se, boring games that you're watching, but this is for Legend of Blue Ice format. And I will have a deck profile up of just kind of like a general idea of how things go with LOB format, but LOB format is one of the, actually it's the first format in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! It is literally Legend of Blue Ice format and Starter Deck Yu-Gi and Starter Deck Kaiba. And there was actually a ban list in effect at this point in the game. And a lot of people might be like, really? There was an actual list? Yes, there was. And a lot of people, I don't know how often they check back on older things, but you're going to get a golden opportunity to see kind of what one of these older formats look like. And as you've seen so far, you've seen things like Trap Eater coming into play. And let's be real, Trap Eater was probably one of the most crucially important monsters in this format. Because granted, flip effect style monsters, they're not so powerful. But the thing is, being able to flip, kill an opponent's trap hole, is literally as much value as you could get. Now, one of the things I wanted to do in this video was discuss the importance of this particular match. Now, Lucas Wendell is playing something that I think a lot of my friends and I were like discounted for in testing. We thought that playing initial defense walls in this format was going to be a bad thing, because typically setting and passing, there's not a lot you can do. And as you see here, Spirit of the Harp is on the field. Spirit of the Harp, Giant Soldier of Stone, and even Mystical Elf, they'll have fat asses. And in the case that you're going to see here, just nice slow ass tempo swings in this format. And Manier Bugging, a Manier Bug. This card actually has so much insane value in this format. The only problem is, though, there are reactive traps in this format. And by reactive, I mean reinforcements. Reinforcements is that trap card you flip on activation, your opponent takes 500. And you might see reinforcements come into play here in a second. Oh, nope, the bug's just going to die. Had he held the reinforcements there, he would have been in a much better position. But the thing with these beaters, though, see, oh, I also forgot Aqua Mador. 1,200, 2,000. Yes, so many beaters. So, the Harp is going into attack mode. The Harp gets underneath the trap hole, and as you see, the reinforcements comes out, which, honestly, is not too terrible of a trade. It doesn't really hurt him in the long run, losing a defense wall. There's also only 5 spell and trap, or only 5 monster removal in this format. 1 Dark Hole, 1 Raigeki, and triple fissure. And I guess Change of Heart technically counts as spot removal. Oh, here you go. Once again, the punishing effects of just attacking with Trapmaster. You know, he doesn't have his battle locks, isn't Neo the Magic Swordsman, and there are no legions right now coming down for him. And he's already, every attack he takes is 1,500 more to his life points. And now the elf just gets to switch to attack mode and attack. I guess what better way to have low attack monsters in your deck by having your opponent attack into them. But one of the things in this format is what makes this such an interesting strategy, though, is you're forcing your opponent to attack into your resources, to play the game at your pace. And that is something very interesting. Once again, more Trap Masters here. These Trap Masters aren't doing anything. Oh, well, got the Chained Waboku. No real complaints from that. But here you go. Here's another 1,500 that you're taking because you don't have an established beater on the field. And now that Aqua Mador gets to go into attack mode and beat over them. But it's very interesting to see like a defense style deck. But your opponent's just hurting himself at this point. My comment section is going to be like, why didn't you profile real stuff? See, now you have to use a spot removal on that. Now your opponent has to kind of recapitalize. But I see good dark hole value here. I don't know about you. Three 3-for-1 card advantage. Set the Giant Soldier Stone. Doesn't seem too bad. Or you just... Ooh, actually, that's very interesting. Set the Stone Soldier. Try to force your opponent to tribute summon Skull to put yourself back into an even better position. I just love the tempo of this format. Sure, those... Oh, and there's his +1. Every deck has a +1 in this format. One pot agreed. A lot of people don't believe that there's a ban list in this format, but there is. Card Destruction and Double Swords of Revealing Light. Here we go! 300 to the face. Giant Soldier Stone. See, if he would have actually saved his reinforcements for this point in the game, he would have had the ability to flip one of them to get over it. Instead, they were used to trade off with the defense walls. And, oh, once again, cool spot removal. You forced your opponent to waste a fissure on your Stone Soldier. Whew, so much value. At this point, resolving that dark hole looks pretty good. Also, Hain down here, flip, return a monster to the hand. So much value. Setting your opponent behind a turn. Sure, it's a -1, but, like, it's not all that bad. See, imagine if Yu-Gi-Oh! Had Summoning Sickness. You know how much value shit like Hain would actually have? It would be so ridiculous. Cool, down comes the Legion. Right into the trap hole. Absolutely no problem. Also, Hain doesn't have to be the opponent's monsters. You're going to get to see a little bit more value here with the Maneater Bug. Also, for those of you that are curious, Waboku is being handled by today's rulings for this format, which means if you flip it, it protects the monster and protects your life points as well. And you're going to get to see some insane Hain value here. You get to Maneater, attack, Hain, bounce the bug back to your hand to reset again. So much value. Especially since your own opponent is playing defense walls. I don't know. I probably would flip the Hain to return the Maneater Bug to reset it. But the thing is here, he's also got the fissure in his hand if he needs to use it. Oh, here we go. Lucas is also playing Ultimate Offering, which at this point in the game's history, the effect of this, both players could use it at this stage, and it was very poorly worded at that stage, and Waboku was just fucking all over the place with what it could do, and its predecessing card text. Once again, just these little pokes. Raigeki or Dark Hole here is insane value as well, actually. Just three for ones, but like I said, there's only Dark Hole, Raigeki, and 3 fissures. Oop. There's that Swords of Revealing Light. Gonna bounce this Maneater Bug back to my... Oh, nope. Hain has to resolve. So, the Maneater Bug over here is going to probably come back in the hand. I would definitely consider this. There's no real point in bouncing back Hain with its own effect, because the ability to destroy the opponent's monster is just not as good as just bouncing it. No, killing it is a lot better than bouncing it. Come back. I mean, Lucas is still at 7,000 while his opponent's at 1850. Oh, here you go. More Trapmaster value, as I've been talking about. Stupid thing gets so much mileage in this format. Trapmaster sees like no play in any other format in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, even once we jump to Metal Raiders, the card just, it doesn't see play at all. Somebody's gonna be like, Rob, you're way too excited for this format. I really am. It's just, it's so fucking cool seeing just how taxing these things are. Now, once again, take a look at this. If he attacks into that defense mode monster, he's gonna go down to having literally nothing. We haven't seen a Summon Skull from him or a Judge Man, and there are no soul exchanges either. And, oh god, here we go. Just taking 1,500. Well, now you're in the danger range of Ukazi. It's so bad. I understand that you have to attack these things to get them face up, but that's so disgusting that these beaters just get... Speaking of beaters, this thing has some of the most insane value in this format. If this card is attacked by a monster after damage calculation, return it to the hand. 1850 defense. This thing is a fucking fortress. And looking once again here, Maneater Bug. This game should be wrapping up. We have one more turn on swords over here. Also haven't seen a D-spell. I believe we're getting to the point of these card destructions actually being able to do something. 6 cards. Make your opponent discard 12 cards off of their deck. So go down to 5. Doesn't seem bad. I like how deck out is like actually an option in this stage, just because of like this card being it too. But honestly, card destruction is bad. Well, here we go. Time to set the Mystical Elf. Actually, I'd probably just summon the Mystical Elf and attack, or attempt to attack the opponent directly. Nope, he's just going Mayor Bug. I mean, we haven't seen a trap hole at this stage in the game, but like, what are you so goddamn worried about? We've been through 2 trap holes. Summoning the elf probably would have got a Waboku out of the way. You still have to play through 6 back row. Now you can take your opponent down to 4 cards in deck. Ugh. So much defensive value here. I don't know what he's worried about, like losing. He's in such a tempo swing that like 4 turns can't fuck him, especially with all the spot removal he has. Alright, here we go. Normal summon the Mystical Elf. Finally going to make a push on this. Did he get there? Nope. Waboku. Cool. The first of many Wabokus, because it's at 3 this format. Keep in mind that card destruction is still a viable option with 3 cards left in deck afterwards. Top deck Raigeki. Make another push with the elf to see if we win. I literally feel like that's what you have to do, because you've only got Trap Hole, Reinforcements, and Waboku. Oh, cool. Another Waboku. Literally just holding on here because of Waboku. So fucking broken in this current day and age. Set another Waboku and pass. So we can card destruction the opponent down to... Oh, nope. You just lost one because now your opponent had to set one. Raigeki and... Oh, nope. May your bug flip kill. Attack. Attack with bug for game. Waboku? Cool. So... Your opponent's out of Wabokus, right? That's all 3 of them. Neo the Magic Swordsman making an attempt to attack. And then you get Waboku'd followed by Fissured on the next turn, which should be game. Very, very offbeat tempo. That's why I wanted to profile this, because the defense build was a little bit more interesting. Just because of like the way it is. Now board wipe Mystical Elf should kill him. Unless, yeah, it's your opponent's out of Wabokus, which are their battle stall. Should be game. We should be rolling into game 2 here. Unless I'm absolutely wrong. Yep, cool, we're going into game 2. So a little bit of background on this tournament, for those of you that are here for this commentary. I and John wanted to kind of wrap up the year doing a little bit of something different between this and the 12 Days of Christmas. It's going to be different rounds and different games every match, and as this format teaches you a lot more 1-for-1s and things like that, and there are just a lot of things that are generally considered wrong. Now, playing the defense build that you're seeing down here from Lucas McNay Rich, typically it's thought to play just Neos, Wall of Illusions, Battle Oxes, and Legends in this format is your standard beatdown. But playing a more defensive build, there's only 5 spot removal cards. You have to get your value out of those cards. Also, your opponent battling and flipping them face up gets them around Trap Hole. So that's definitely very important to realize. Also, Lord of D and Last Will exist in this format, with Flute of Summoning Dragon and Blue Eyes White Dragon. So your issue is, though, a lot of people, they look at that engine and like, oh, you know, like Lord of D, Flute, double Blue Eyes. It's a 4-card combo, though. It's 4 resources you have to dedicate to that. And there's nothing more disgusting than watching your Blue Eyes get Monster Reborn, or, you know, Fissured. Like, literally Giant Soldier Stone Attack Overlord of D Fissure. There's no point in producing these super large boss monsters, which is extremely weird and bullshit, but it's literally just kind of something to pop into. Alright, so we are going into game 2. Are you guys ready for this? I hope so. I definitely hope you enjoy this. So once again, I believe you guys got to remember also in this format, you draw 6 cards. So the fake deities is going first, just setting 1 in passing. Ooh, Dark Hole. Hope he saves that resource. I wonder if he... I definitely think you set the Stone Soldier in this case of the hand. Or you can just sit the Hain and force the bounce. You're already down 1 card because of turn advantage, but your opponent didn't set back row. So, something to consider that if it's a Trap Eater, oh well. If not, you could just next level your opponent, summon the Giant Soldier of Stone in attack mode, and attack. And just kind of see what's going on here, honestly. And, okay, cool. So, he's just going to set. Ooh, he actually set the Fissure. He's trying to bait out that Trap Master. Ooh. But instead, you have the other flip effect monster of the format. You have 2 flip effects you have to play around. You have to play around 3 Bug and 3 Trap Master. And just that set passive advantage, though, that you have to watch be generated is so good. I love Manured Bug as a card. Alright, so here you go. He's last willing, for some reason, thinking that his opponent has the Trap Hole. But you don't actually see the Trap Hole resolve here, because there is no Trap Hole. There's just a Fissure back here. Actually, not a terrible play, but nonetheless, not too spicy. Just a waste of a will. I probably would have tried to hold something, or try to do something, but anything that last will brings out, literally, is just Lord of D. I believe this guy sides into the Lord of D engine. Alright, so double Trap Hole's now set, now that we know that it's not a threat. Tribute both for Blue Eyes White Dragon, get Trap Hold. Feels extremely bad, man. Alright, cool. So here comes the Soul Exchange. Tribute, and actually Tribute. When I say actually Tribute, it's Tribute yours, Tribute your opponent's. And down comes the mighty power of Blue Eyes White Dragon. And you know what happens to Blue Eyes? You know what happens to Blue Eyes? That is a... Oh, wow, nope. Just... We didn't even bother Trap Hole in that. Actually, that's not a terrible play, because you have the Dark Hole value just to clean that shit right up. Set the Hain and pass. See, Heavy Storm doesn't exist in this format. You don't have to worry about it. Metal Raiders, you get double Heavy Storm. My boy Lejeune, getting ready to try to fuck some shit up. Not having that, Lejeune. Get off my field. Right now, the way it looks, we're in a pretty terrible position. We got to start generating that advantage. But that's what the Trap Holes are for. Trap Holes ensure we get that tempo swing right where we need it most. Got a nice slow-paced game going here. I can't... See, this is why, like, Tribute Summons are bad in this format, because just look at the draw pass from the opponent. You know, Soul Exchange is so trash. I mean, sometimes it's good. I'm also very surprised to see that Lucas left in the card destructions. He wouldn't have had the time to bring in Dragon Capture Jar, knowing what his opponent's playing, try to counterpick the meta. And as you see here, we're just going to kind of start trying to generate advantage. Dark Hole Raigeki and 3 Fissures still exist in the opponent's deck, and the hole's gone. Alright, cool. Hain value. Hain bounce itself, because we can. Getting the fuck out of there. I hate how Swords just jabates you. Robbie, you need to lose weight. Getting baited by Swords is the most hilarious thing ever, especially since this trash card is at fucking 2 in this format. Swords with no back row removal literally just dispel, and a lot of people, they didn't really take advantage of dispel in this format. As you see here, just like the tempo brewing from both players, gotta waste that Fissure now because you're at the maximum card limit, and it sucks because the Swords is just... It's so worthless. And now if he draws into the Lord of D combo, he's already down 1 Blue Eyes. I don't think he brought in... I don't think you can do Curse of Dragon with the combo. I could be wrong. I believe it's just... It might be level 5 or higher. Someone in my comment section will tell me about that. Alright, and here's whether the walls come into play. Neil the Magic Swordsman, declare that attack. And here we have... Aqua Mador. So much value, as I've said. Just waste your Fissure, please. Clear off my fatty. Set the Man-Eater Bug is going to be like the only real thing you can do here. You got to get rid of that swords. And even so, I mean, we got what? Just Desserts, Fissure, Trap Hole, Waboku. I don't think your opponent... Oh no, he just passed. Ooh. That Swords of Revealing Light is so fucking annoying in this format. That's why a lot of people should have realized that D-Spell is your single out to this bullshit. Just because you don't have to worry about this. Fuck this card. Not allowing your opponent to play the game is so trash. So, 7 cards in hand. Set 1, pass. Ooh, Activation of Fissure, finally. Is the Medor going into attack mode to start swinging? Because you've got 1 trap hole down. So much defense. Well, first damage on the... Well, second damage on the opponent. I gotta start getting that tempo, though. Fucking... Desserts. You need more value. Honestly, in like a format where like Dark Hole, Regeki are there, like playing the defense strategy is actually not bad because you force your opponent to play into these. It's actually kind of adorable, and you've still got the deck out bullshit strategy built into this. Now the opponent needs to decide if they're setting one or if they're just gonna cry. And honestly, it might be just kind of worth crying at this point in the game. Because if you summon, you're getting trap hold. Oh no, cool. Change a heart into a Man-Eater Bug. It's always feels good, right? Steal your opponent's shit for absolutely free. Take control of it. And flip. Cool. Buy him Aquamador. See you later. That was a waste of a one of. Well, I mean, you got the value out of it. Here comes Wall of Illusion. Do you... kind of think it's worth trap holing, honestly. Just to get that shit off the field, because that puts you behind another turn in the game, because your opponent actually has this, which is so ridiculous. Yep, there's the trap hole, which definitely continues on with what we're going here. We have 450 over here from the bug, putting us in the position that we want to be in. Going into end phase, the way it looks, passing back our boy the bug, and we're pretty much right back to where we were. 450 from the bug. Nice. Setting the Hain to gain even more value. Setting the Waboku, and here we go. just the pass. Such a brick over here, honestly. Like, this is... Hey, Hain effect, bounce back, Man-Eater Bug. Feels good, right? 450 from the Bugalo. See, you guys like these tempo swings? 450, 450. You guys are like, oh my god, feels bad. Swords of Revealing Light, flip up the Aquamador. Ha! You thought we were setting the bug. We're too good for you. Just these slow things. This is why this format's so great, because like 1 or 2 misplays and you're just in a really weird position. Gotta love... God, Spirit of the Harp. When do we get to Value Town here? Just the wall. Are we gonna... Man-Eater Bug, target wall? And you're just like, oh crap. Here comes the Last Will. Last Will's resolution has been accepted. Soul Exchange with Last Will. Here we go. Aquamador is leaving the field. There's no more battle phase this turn. A lot of people got to realize that this does stop the battle phase. And there's now Last Will being triggered. So, hello Blue Eyes White Dragon. Would you like to be trap hold? Or, yep. See, this is why you can't have nice things. This right here. This is why this format's so good. Resolving the Last Will. Special summoning Lord of Crackpipes. Dragon-type monsters on the field cannot be targeted by card effects. Literally just gives you a soft lock. Flute. Special summon up to 2 dragons from your hand. Down comes the other Blue Eyes White Dragon. Still have another turn on that Swords. Remember, there is no battle phase because of Soul Exchange. Top deck Man-Eater Bug. Literally, Man-Eater Bug gets him into where he needs to be. Mayor Bug can kill this, and then you can just fissure this away. Top deck Pot of Greed feels pretty good, right? It's literally the definition of this format. Cool. So this is where a lot of value comes into play. When he declares the attack, you get to see 2 of these flip and shave off 3k off of his life points, which is actually really good. And as you said, you see here, he's thinking about what he wants to do. Double ultimate offering, pinging for that 3,000. I mean, no better time than the present. Just burn him out. Major Bug, targeting, killing the Neo, because this is already attacked. So Neo dies, forcing the Lord of Dieterin into this, and he's still sitting on double Wabaku. So he's not in a terrible position, honestly. Set 1 and pass. Gotta get that beater. Aquamador, attacking. Oh, Wabaku's so stupid for the crash. So bad. You're just like, it feels so bad. You can't fissure me if I outplay you. Yep, and as you see, the Aquamador dies. And then, of course, the Blue Eyes and Lord of D coming in. But, he just took that. He didn't even bother Wabakuing. I definitely wouldn't have done that in a format like this. Top deck Monster Reborn. Holy crap. What does he actually have? Oh, nope, there's a Blue Eyes in there. This is... Yep, on the field they're unaffected. So Monster Reborn. Top deck, bring back the Mighty Dragon Machine. Blue Eyes attack over for 18, putting your opponent at 800. And then activate Fissure, because you're just that good. Yep, now your opponent has to beat a Blue Eyes with the set Spirit of the Heart. Regeki Dark Hole. You are still no Regeki, no Dark Hole. We know that he brought in the Blue Eyes engine. Just set. Mystical Elf. Card Destruction. Trying to get a better resource here off of those 2. Gotta try to see the board wipe. Oh, wow. The opponent lost the Monster Reborn. Oh. He got there. Pot of Greed. Let me draw 2 cards. And he drew the Regeki. Stupid LOB format. Regeki. Pretty much should put the nail in the coffin here, actually. Battle Phase White Lightning attack. Does he have the Wabaku? And that's LOB format in a nutshell. You know, it was a little bit more painstaking and grinding than I think a lot of people are used to like seeing, but very good example of a format previously brought into the game. The Blue Eyes engine definitely showing that it's not as good as people think it is. I'll have a deck profile for you guys in this format so you guys can kind of take an idea of what's going on in here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm out, guys. Later. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel, and join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.